Is she back? Talk emerges that Hillary Clinton is plotting her 2020 comeback and prepping to take on Donald Trump a second time. Hillary Clinton has ramped her public presence and her fundraising appeals in recent weeks, leading to speculation she's plotting her 2020 comeback and preparing for a rematch with Donald Trump. The former presidential candidate has been appearing at high-profile events, such as the Clinton Foundation and at Oxford University, in addition to asking for donations to causes she supports. Okay, well, that doesn't necessarily mean she's planning to run in 2020. The New York Post notes that 5 times in the last month alone, Clinton let supporters know her super PAC was working against Trump. Well, she's going to tell them that so they give money. Again, this doesn't mean she's running in 2020. Part of this is me trying to really be optimistic and also not trying to, run for the hills over this, because there's going to be a lot of articles. Whether there's any merit to this or not, and at this point, we have no idea, but whether there's any merit to this or not, we're going to see a ton of articles like this pop up between now and 2020. There's going to be a ton of Hillary Clinton might be running, she might be vamping up. Why? Because it's clickbait. Because we're gonna jump on it every single freaking time. And I include myself in that. I'm not, but right now, so far, there's been nothing in this article that is conclusive evidence that she's leaning towards a 2020 run. I have a feeling she's not going to. Would it shock me if she did? No. If I had to make a bet right now, I'd say it's not going to happen. But, again, it wouldn't surprise me. If she does run, we are guaranteed 8 years of Trump. I mean, we are guaranteed 8 years of Trump. Because the only Democratic candidate that he could beat, and there's actually more than one, but I wouldn't say only, but I guess the only one we know for sure. I think there's other Democrats that Trump could beat, but the only one we know for sure, to clarify there, the only one that we know for sure Trump could beat would be running against him if Hillary Clinton runs in 2020. So we are guaranteeing 8 years of Trump. But so far, and let's see if there's anything here. So far, it's just a bunch of pictures, and this is from the Mail. So yeah, people are speculating it. Okay, here we go. Using the headlines around Trump policies as a rallying cry, Clinton raised more than $1.5 million for migrant children and their families being separated at the border, with money going to several groups, including the ACLU, Asylum Seeker Advocacy Project, Florence Immigrant and Refugees Rights Project. Half of the donations came from Twitter, with email, Instagram, and Facebook also helping Clinton rake in the cash. It's interesting that when it comes to raising money, Hillary Clinton can utilize new media, but they couldn't do that throughout her campaign. They were mailing flyers during her campaign. One of the things that they did for a last-minute push, because they noticed they weren't as ahead as they thought they were, so one of the things they did a mailer. Instead of a big grassroots push, instead of reaching out to the part of the base that she soured, instead of maybe picking a VP candidate that was a little more inspiring than wet paint, instead of doing all that, they sent out flyers via mail. Because in their mind, it will always be 1992. Interesting when it comes to raising money. The Clinton camp can totally use new media. But when it comes to winning an election, they could not be bothered. But, I'm sure that's Susan Sarandon's fault. The group's focus is on Trump's judicial nominees, noting on its message page, "Our court should be the place that we can trust to safeguard our rights and promote justice." All right, so again, nothing here. All right, demand justices, Executive Director Brian Fowler. Okay. Clinton's next scheduled public appearance is at the 3rd annual Ozfest. No, I'm just kidding. She's going to Ozfest, you guys. You see that? Hillary Clinton is going to Ozfest. She really wants to connect with the metalheads. I don't think Ozfest even happens anymore. But sometimes they're a little slow to adapt with the time. I actually don't. Does Ozfest still go on? All right, anyway, Hillary Clinton is headlining Ozfest. They're getting a little more corporate, you guys, really. I mean, Ozzy was inspired by the campaign. He goes, "Sharon, I'm still with her, Sharon. Sharon, I'm with her. I'm with her, Sharon. Get Hillary to headline Ozfest, Sharon. Ozzy, I don't know if Hillary Clinton plays music. Sharon, Hillary will play music. Sharon, we'll get her a band. It'll be a great band, and I'll sing, and then Hillary can just be, Ozzy, I don't know, she wants to be on a crazy train. Maybe she just wants to be on a regular, she'll be on a crazy train. Sharon, did you see the way she organized her campaign? It was the worst campaign in modern history, Sharon. Of course she'll get on a crazy train. Blah. That actually, crazy train is a good descriptor of her campaign. All right, so there we go. Liberals were furious. Okay, blah, blah, blah. All right, nothing here indicating she's actually going to run. So maybe, just maybe, that's just a little bit of clickbaitiness. We're not sure, but hey, we're going to be keeping tabs on it. But, I look forward to her headlining Ozfest. That'll be interesting. So we learned she may or may not run for president in 2020, but she will be headlining Ozfest this year. Hey guys, thanks for watching. That was a clip from Get Your News On with Ron, the world's first viewer-curated streaming news show. What does that mean? That means I log on to a stream and people tweet me articles over on Twitter at Ron Placone, or they use our Reddit subsection, which is just Get Your News On with Ron over on Reddit. And that's how we build the show. I'm seeing all these articles for the first time. We are literally getting our news on together. Follow me on Twitter at Ron Placone so you can participate. And this show streams live every Tuesday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, so please do tune in. If you want to support this show, you can do so over on patreon.com/Ron Placone, where for as low as $1 a month, you get access to exclusive podcasts every week, exclusive videos, free tickets to shows when I'm performing in your town, and more for as low as $1 a month. Please do consider it. Thank you so much for your support. This has been Get Your News On with Ron.